Hi there. This is Doug Phelps with Colorado Home Realty. Today is August 21st, 2020, and I wanted to do this market update video. It has been a while since I have put one of these together, some of it having to do with all the pandemic things that we've been going through, but feeling it is now time to update you and all here in my sphere with some context and some more information surrounding the emails and other things that you have hopefully been receiving from me. But this opportunity to have a little more conversation about it hopefully will continue to paint a picture because really context is everything. And what better way to have some context than to compare some things versus the last few years. So, what I have here for you to look at are five different slides of data through this point in August. First of all, right here off the top is a comparison of new listings in our market. This goes back to 2017, so the different color lines you can see, and then this reddish orangey one is this year. So comparing 2017, 2018, and 2019, you can see some similarities, especially as we would go and look through the periods of the year. So this is current as of right now. Here is our dip that coincided with COVID-19 and the early aspects of that. New listings fell way off during that period of time, but didn't take very long, just a few weeks for us to recover that and get back up into the mix of the prior years. And then we have stayed in that mix throughout. A little dip in this month and a little dip again in this one, corresponding to the beginning of summer and the middle of summer, when listings fall off a few hundred in that stretch of time. But you can see in the last few weeks, the number of listings into the market are above the last 3 years, even though down in this reporting period, which ended here just this last Monday. So overall, comparing to past years, more properties on the market. Now, what does that look like when you compare to those going under contract? And here we have, again, the number of properties that coming onto the market going back to March of this year. And you can see that the under contract listings and the new listings very similar. New listings led under contract listings there for a while in the spring, and then under contract exceeded and has been very, very close. So properties come on the market, they go under contract. The most recent reporting period here, fewer listings on the market, but the number under contract is over. So the properties that are on the market are going under contract. People are buying them. So that is an indication again of where we are. This is all 2020 that all this data is about, but a little bit of context for what has been going on by week to week. Days on market, comparing back to the last 3 years. These are the number of days that homes are on the market, average number of days over here, and again through the period, the week of each of the years. So starting in January, February, homes are on the market longer. As we move into the spring, they are on the market even less. And then as we typically move into the latter part of the year, they're on the market a little bit longer. We're talking the difference of 20 days approximately. But again, this blue or this yellow orange line is 2020. And you can see very consistent, even when we had our stretch here for a little bit in the COVID period where we didn't have, I mean, we were not on the market very long, even through that stretch. And then back to this, and similar again in how the last few years have been. We are at a record level, as this report tells us, fewest number of days on market as compared to any of the last 3 years. Sold listings, the most recent couple of emails that you received from me said we're going to set records. And here it is in visual form comparing the last 3 years. The homes that have been sold, we are going to be somewhere around 6,800 homes will be sold through the end of August. Might even get closer to 7,000. We will see. Again, the dip through our pandemic time, you can see how consistent the last 3 years have been, the number of homes sold depending on the time of year. Almost you could cover it with a finger. But here, this year, has been a different scenario. And now we are exceeding by several thousand homes going to be sold through the end of August as compared to the last 3 years. Just amazing. And then lastly, average monthly price. You could look at the weekly price, but that obviously is weekly. This is monthly, and comparing again to the last 3 years, where each year the average price was a little higher. But this year, we're seeing a significant increase in the average monthly price for sold homes. Some of this, or most of this, still driven by basic economics, supply and demand. As some of these others that we talked about mentioned, low inventory, properties going quickly. There's just not a lot of available homes out there for buyers to purchase. So it's pushing up the price. In collaboration or cooperation, at least influencing this, is mortgage interest rates. They are down. They are among the lowest in history. And haven't we been saying that for years? But truly, when mortgage interest rates are around 3% for a new purchase, it gets people in the market. And as our lives have changed and working from home, needs have changed in a home. So that's getting more buyers into the market. So all of this contributing to this average monthly price increasing. Okay, I hope this has provided some additional information and context around all that we are experiencing here in our Denver Front Range market. If I can provide more information for your specific situation and scenario, real estate is hyper localized, and it's important to be more as precise as we possibly can. I'm glad to do so. Please reach out to me. And if you know of anybody that would like this information, feel free to share. I'd be glad to help them as well. All right. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye now.